And welcome back, everybody. I'm back here with John Tan of Alchemy Pay the second time. John has agreed to come on the channel. John, first and foremost, thank you so much for coming back, and we need to get some updates. So what's happening? We were just talking a little bit off air. Where are you now, and what is current? What is going on with ACH and Alchemy Pay?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me again, Zach. Really glad to be back here. I'm currently in Shanghai right now. So, we held an event recently we set up an alliance called the Blockchain Infrastructure Alliance, and we held this event, and we have gotten quite a lot of partners coming on board. That includes Polygon, Neo, and Tron. So we have a lot of partners coming on, and right now, I'm in our office right now, working together with our engineers who are working hard around the clock to make sure that we meet all our deadline and timelines for our recent partnerships. Our business pipelines has been filled up all the way to the end of second quarter next year. We are just really working hard to make sure that we are the efficient bridge between the crypto and the fiat world.
Can you go into a little bit more detail on the recent partnership with Polygon and kind of what that means for the long-term growth of Alchemy Pay?
Yeah, so our partnership with Polygon is in there are really quite a few things that we're working together on. Number one, we are definitely integrating Matic tokens. This will allow Matic tokens to be able to be used across our merchant network of over 2 million merchants. This means that holders of Matic tokens are able to start paying Matic tokens at our merchant network. And in addition to that, because there are a lot of projects, DeFi projects building on Polygon. And what we are doing is to be looking to provide our fiat payment channels to these projects, right? And for instance, right now, today, I was just speaking to the NFT lead at Polygon. So, NFTs today, you would require to pay, if you want to buy an NFT, you need to pay with a cryptocurrency, right? And this is a major obstacle to the adoption of NFTs because not everybody know how to use a crypto wallet. So by working together with Alchemy Pay, we are able to provide our fiat payment channels, meaning that users who do not even know how to operate a crypto wallet can now begin to pay and buy NFTs using credit cards, mobile wallets, or even bank transfers.
And I've got this article pulled up from early November. So Alchemy Pay taps 6 NFT artists to help in designing virtual crypto-linked
Mhm.
Visa cards. Talk about the process here in hiring these artists, and just talk a little bit about NFTs and where you stand on the future of NFTs, and
Mhm.
how big could this thing really get?
Right. So, this collaboration is really just a creative way for us to try to link NFT to a financial product for the very first time, right? So, imagine if you get this one of these special limited edition NFTs, you are able to, hold a physical card that only you own, in the entire world, right? Once you purchase the NFTs, you are only one that would have this card that is printed. So we will be facilitating this production of this entire card, and we are working with card issuers to issue this. It could be Mastercard and Visa card. We are. This is something that we're still working on right now, but we have the flexibility since we can issue both Master or Visa card. And this is actually quite interesting because previously the white label solution that we launched was just pure virtual cards, and today this NFT card was the reason why we started looking into physical cards. In fact, going forward in the next 1-2 months, we will be releasing an update to show how we would have our physical cards to be used in store. And so this service will be launched to businesses and enterprises or even blockchain projects. They are looking to issue their own crypto link cards, and we will provide the entire backend system for them to manage their cardholders information and recharging of the cards, and even letting them choose what kind of crypto assets they want to top up into these cards.
Very interesting. So, in terms of the timeline for the crypto cards, are we still looking at end of 2021 here? Maybe are we going into 2022? I know that has kind of
Mhm.
been, both of those have been discussed in the past. Any update on a timeline?
Well, I personally have used the card just recently, and it works just fine. So,
Nice.
in terms of when it's going to be launched, a lot of it is between our discussion with our partners. As I mentioned, this is a aside from the NFT link cards, the main part of this business is really to target businesses that want to uh, collaborate with us for this white label solution. So in terms of when it's going to be launched, the solution is already ready. Really look out for in the next 1 month. I would say in the next 1 month or so, look out for this new video that we're going to be launching to show you how these cards actually work. So in terms, your question is when is it going to be launched? It is already ready. Right now, we're just working out the final details to make sure that when it is officially launched, everything works smoothly.
Yeah, can you just kind of take us back? So I've got this article pulled up, just the amount of growth that Alchemy Pay has had really since Q4 2020. Can you just take me through what it's been like being a part of, this space at the ground level, and how many
Mhm,
things actually happen behind the scenes that investors and a lot of members in the public don't get to see? Um,
mhm,
Maybe a glimpse into your day to day over the past several months as this thing has really taken off.
mhm. Okay. So I guess if you were to look back into the first, second, or even third quarter of this year, there hasn't been a lot of updates. And the reason why for that is because we are just working hard in the background. And if you look at a single partnership, right, the truth is behind a single partnership, there's a lot of negotiation and both parties have to conduct due diligence on each other, right? We want to, and specifically because we are the first, we are the pioneers of the hybrid crypto and fiat payment solution. What that means is that we have to make sure that we are answerable to the regulators. We are not able to just provide fiat payment channels to projects that might be using our payment channels for illicit purposes. For instance, to give you an example, when a merchant comes to us and requests for both crypto and fiat payment channels, and they're saying that they sell electronics, but at the end of the day, they turn out to be unlicensed gambling website. That's when we could get in trouble and end up losing our fiat payment channels. This includes like credit cards or mobile wallets, right? These are two very highly regulated by central banks across the world. So due diligence, partnership negotiation to ensure that the fees that we collect works for both our partners and ourselves for our sustainable growth. And yeah, so I think when it comes to partnership, it's really a long negotiation. And you were just asking what's my day to day like. Just recently, because we are so, if you look into the developing nations, right, a lot of these developing nations face challenges getting their local currencies into cryptocurrencies, right? This is something that we are looking into right now, and we want to help people in the developing nations to have a way to invest into cryptocurrencies to combat inflation. And we just mentioned recently on our Twitter that we are looking into this. And just a couple of days ago, we just met up with the so one of my project managers met up with diplomats from the country of Lesotho, and we had discussion in terms of how we can help them invest in the cryptocurrencies and how we can provide our payment solutions to help them slowly progress into a cashless society. And I think this will be just one of our first step to move into, providing our payment solutions across developing nations.
Last time we talked, you said that you were very focused in on the Middle East region. Is that still the case?
Mhm.
Is that
Yeah,
still a
that's
region?
it.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, as I mentioned earlier, partnerships takes a long time to set, especially when you're working with larger conglomerates, right? For the conglomerates, it's not just about bring a new solution, right? A lot of times when it comes to cryptocurrencies, especially, they're answerable to the regulators, right? And they want to ensure that they are compliant according to the current rules and laws out there. And in fact, we are speaking to the regulators right now in Dubai to make sure that helping them shape up what crypto payments should be like and helping them think about how these crypto payments should be regulated. Because if you think about it, cryptocurrency is just like digital cash. It's just like the cash that we hold, and there are a lot of risks of money laundering. And this is something that we're trying to help them work out. And as crypto payments become more and more mature in across the Middle East region.
So very recently, about 2 hours ago, just seeing a tweet that I just retweeted too. Excited to partner with Bitstore to provide our fiat payment channels and pave the way
Mhm,
for global crypto adoption. Can you talk a little
mhm,
bit about this partnership with Bitstore?
mhm. Sure. This is one project that we are very excited to work with. So to give you a quick introduction, so Bitstore is trying to help users around the world. As I mentioned earlier, getting, especially for someone who is new to cryptocurrencies, right? A novice trader, when they go onto crypto exchanges, the current crypto exchanges, it can be so complicated. You will see different trading pairs, right? Bitcoin alone, you will see many trading pairs, ETH, USDT, USDC. A new trader would the first question would be like, how the heck do I even get my hands on USDT, USDC, right? It's so complicated. So Bitstore is a platform that is targeted at new users, right? Helping them be able to invest into Bitcoin without the fuss, right? They basically are able to go into Bitstore, click on buy, select the amount they want to buy, and choose the payment channels, right? The payment channels includes credit cards, PayPal, mobile wallets, and bank transfers. And these are the fiat payment channels that we are providing to Bitstore. In fact, Bitstore is one of our project that we have been talking to for a long time, and as I mentioned previously, we are answerable to the financial partners that provide us these fiat payment channels. So we have been doing a fair amount of due diligence, and we are so excited to announce that we have finally launched these partnerships. So look out for Bitstore. They are going to be starting to provide their solutions all around the world to help users to be able to invest into cryptocurrencies in less than 20 seconds.
That's amazing. Great stuff. And in terms of just updates on future partnerships, are there those are there any of those that you can shed light on? I know you can't always speak to those, but anything you could mention. I know all of the investors love to hear
Mhm.
what the future partnerships look like and what negotiations are going on now. Could you shed any light on that?
Unfortunately, I cannot mention the names, but I think in the past couple of months, it has really been so exciting for us. It's almost like partnerships after partnerships, and it's not like we have been rushing this out. It's just been part of our pipeline. It's just that it takes time. As I mentioned, it takes time, and there are a lot more to come in the near future. But unfortunately, I cannot share this due to the strict NDAs that we have signed with all our partners.
Totally understand. So let's go back a little bit and the partnership with Chainlink. Can you give us some more details around that? That was about what, a month and a half
Mhm.
ago, give or take. Kind of what that means for the future as well.
Mhm. So, a lot of, as I mentioned previously, right, a lot of the blockchain partner, DeFi service providers, for instance, or other projects, they are providing solutions that typically are only accessible through the use of their utility tokens, right? So Alchemy Pay is coming here in the background to facilitate the exchange of these crypto asset, their utility tokens between their utility tokens and the fiat payment channels, right? And we need data points, accurate data points to ensure that we are facilitating this exchange at the true real exchange rate at that very point in time, right? And all Chainlink, based on our research and our long-standing partnership with Chainlink for over a year now, actually, they are providing us the accurate price information to facilitate this exchange in the back end, on the back end, right? And in addition to that, we are now sourcing more and more of our liquidity from decentralized exchanges, and our partnership with Chainlink really provides us this information that will help us facilitate this exchange in the back end.
So now that we're getting close to the end of 2021, in your opinion, what would you say have been the biggest accomplishments thus far from the team itself and from Alchemy Pay's standpoint? Now that we're a little bit further into well into this year, 11
Mhm.
months in, what are the main, biggest accomplishments, if you could pinpoint a couple?
Right. I think it's really the innovations behind the entire team. So if you really look back just 1 year ago, we were very much focused on cryptocurrency payments. And just if you look at last year, we were just focused so much on crypto payments, and a lot of it was offline. And came COVID, we started to get creative and thinking about how can we facilitate more transactions online, and that's where Shopify came about. And with all these partnerships and with all the fiat payment channels that we have built, we realized that we can do so much more to try to drive adoption across the entire blockchain industry with the fiat payment channels that we have. I mentioned to you earlier, facilitating the exchange between fiat to utility tokens to help users access blockchain services directly with their fiat money. So that's just one of it. If you also look in, we are currently also looking into, for instance, if you look at platforms like Celsius, Aave, right, USDT, you can easily get returns of over 10%, right? So now we are thinking about how we can partner up with players like, for instance, Bitstore or other platform that will allow users to deposit their fiat money and get over 10% interest directly without understanding what is a stable coin or what is a crypto wallet, right? So this is something that we are definitely looking into as well. So I would say that the greatest achievement, uh, I can't really pinpoint just because there's so much for us to do right now.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's just about focusing on our mission to drive adoption across the entire industry by acting as this bridge in between the crypto and the fiat world.
It's awesome. So two more questions. Thank you so much for taking the time today too, and then just hang back for a minute once I end the stream here. I just want to say thank you and everything, and hopefully
No worries.
we could set up another one of these. So the question that follows that then is, what are the action steps for 2022? What is kind of the top of the list? I know that list is probably long, but
Mhm.
what's near the top in terms of what needs to get done in 2022?
Mhm. There are three main things that I am, or rather, Alchemy Pay, we are very focused on right now. Crypto investment, making it really easy for people to invest in the cryptocurrencies, right? We still think that it is very complicated for new users to get their funds in the cryptocurrencies. While investing in the cryptocurrencies is just a small part of what blockchain can truly offer, it is the gateway, and we must enable people to hold cryptocurrencies before anything else can happen, right? So that's first thing, driving, making sure that cryptocurrency investment is easy by partnering up with either crypto exchanges or platforms such as Bitstore. Another thing is metaverse. Everybody's talking about metaverse right now, right? If you think about it, metaverse that's built on the blockchain, it's a true free market, right? As compared to one that is centralized, right? If it's a centralized space, you are trying to launch product and services on it, you have to go through checks before you can even get your product and services launched there. So we are trying to figure out how we can get drive adoption or usage of metaverse that's built on blockchain. And you can imagine today, for instance, in the future, let's say there's an e-shop that's on a metaverse, you probably have to use cryptocurrencies to make transactions, right? Like using Ethereum or other crypto assets. But we want to make sure that the rest of the world the users outside of the crypto world are able to use this metaverse as well. So this is where Alchemy Pay can come in and partner up with players in the metaverse space to link up, again, doing the exchange in the back end. So these services can be marketed directly to the users in the traditional economies. And last but not least, the DeFi, the yield products that I mentioned, this is something that we feel is very exciting because if you think about it, a lot of users in the fiat world, right, they will still continue to believe that cryptocurrency is a very risky investment. Even if you're talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum, they still think that it's too volatile, too risky, right? But what if you could tell them that, hey, instead of putting your USD in a bank, getting 1%, 2%. Today, you can get up to 10% return, right? And these are all secured secured loans that the players like Celsius are giving out, right? We believe that there are so many more users and consumers and investors all around the world. They'll be open to participating in the crypto economy in that way.
Definitely, yeah. I think anybody who's watching this channel, anybody who's interested in crypto, is still so early, and that's what really makes this so exciting, because there's only room to grow. So final question, and really just kind of, I'll open this up to you. A word to the investors, and kind of whatever else you want to kind of mention that I didn't ask about. The floor is yours.
Right. So I guess this would be a favor of asking everybody. So in order for us to really drive adoption, we need to partner up with really solid players, be it in the fiat or crypto economy. If you guys know of any partners out there that we should be reaching out to, feel free to ping to us on our Twitter or our Telegram. We will have BD business development team members monitoring this space so that we can think about which partners will be best fit for us to really provide our solutions and then drive adoption together as partners in this industry together.
Awesome. John, thank you so much for taking the time this morning, and thank you everybody out there for listening. And my hope is that this is the first, or this, excuse me, the second of many conversations in the future. And appreciate your time.
I believe that will be so. Thank you so much, Zach.
All right, take care.
Thanks, everyone.